This is Percy, a 1986 registered, D-plated Volkswagen T25 high-top Autosleeper 4-berth. He's had 7 proud owners, well, former keepers, I guess that makes it 8. The last one, who I bought it from, had owned it 10 years, the one before that 5 years, which bodes well. The guy I bought it from had just bought a motorhome because his wife wanted supreme comfort now the children had flown and decided not to come with them on holiday anymore. As I headed back from the valleys, as it were, as I did my little tour of the valleys when I came home, he turned 100,000 miles, which, as far as I can tell from all the past MOTs, of which there are quite a lot, is correct. He's going to have a fresh MOT. While the auction is running, I'll get that done. But on the last MOT there were no advisories, so I'm not anticipating too many problems. But you never know. Drives jolly well, as I say. Well, I don't know how many miles I've done in him, but the last MOT he showed 99,572 miles, and he just turned 100,000 miles last week, so somewhere in that lot, about 400 or 500 miles, totally trouble free, really sweet. I will just change lenses and we can have a look inside. One of the many ways of telling whether a camper van's been the proud possessor of a decent owner is the way the sliding door operates. Both opens and shuts. If it operates like that, it means it's been looked after. The running gear down here is good. There's no rust along the bottom of that door, which is one of the common areas. Fabulous cushion covers, which imply that one could sleep anywhere in the world one wanted to. And that's quite appropriate because I'm filming here on the eve of the opening ceremony of the Olympics. God, it's going to be unutterably boring for the next 4 weeks. Never mind. But people from all over there are coming to little old London. You can actually say to your children, where do you want to sleep tonight? Anyway, enough of that nonsense. Cooker, which all works. I'll just open that up. 2-burner and a grill. Sink, which if I just pin that up, with running water, which you turn on up here, then it's charged and then you turn on the tap. I mean, this is strictly for washing things up because you have no idea how long what water's been in there and what sort of state it's in. That switch is for the fridge. That's a power socket. This tells you that there's a little bit of water in there, but also that the spare battery, the leisure battery, is fully charged. This all runs off the leisure battery, which charges as you go along. The original fitted crockery, well, it's not crockery because it's melamine. A couple of cups missing, but that's about it. And then generous storage here, along with the all incredibly important fire extinguisher. These windows at the top open to give little Jimmy and Johnny some well-earned ventilation, which is augmented by this opening fly-screened vent. As if all these mod cons weren't enough, you actually get opening windows here with fly screens on, which is incredibly useful. Someone's had a go at stitching this one up because obviously it's had a bit of a problem. They can be taken out and cleaned quite easily. There's just a catch at the top there. And then one has further storage here. And here. And here. It's like an air stewardess pointing out the emergency exits. A fridge, which I've not had running on 240 volt, I understand it does. I've had it running on gas, and I've not had it running on 12 volt either. I think most people actually use them as cool boxes, but there's no reason to believe that that doesn't work properly. But make your own inquiries. You can never guarantee gas unless you're a corgi fitter. And that's the trip switches for the 240 volt hookup. I can't find a lead for the 240 volt hookup. That's the inlet and outlet for the heating system, the onboard heating system, which I have never been able to make work, but I'm going to have a go at some point. Further storage at the back, which has, would you believe, a hanging rail for your tuxedo, if you have such things when you're camping. That's the control for the heating system. A very useful plug point. Round in the cab area, this seat swivels, this one does not. They're both proper captain's chairs with adjustable armrests. You adjust them here, they come up and down. And they're very comfortable, very comfortable. The JVC stereo works.
Reminds me of what my Uncle Henry used to say.
Hey, how was that, Woody?
Women.
There's radio for, as always. That door card's a bit strange, but it works. It's just got a ripple in it here and there. As I said, 100,000 miles. The clock, the fuel gauge, temperature gauge all work, as does the power supply. There are all the booklets and explanation things in there. And there you have Percy.